Hello everyone, it's Makeda Valletta, also known as the Body Scientist. I hope you all are doing well today. I am sitting out in my neighborhood in Chicago by the lake. It's way back there, it's a little windy. I've been out here skating. See my rollerblades. So for those of you who are not familiar with me, I'm an exercise and sports scientist, a strength and conditioning coach, a sports nutritionist. So I'm all about setting all the ways that we can take our body to its highest level. So fitness for me is not just about aesthetics, okay? It's also about function and what you can do. So for those of you who follow me and are familiar with my work, you know I'm always talking about the importance of strength training. That's a really, really important component that everybody should be doing in their workouts, right? So I definitely get in the gym and I lift weights a lot. But I also, as a strength and conditioning coach, what a strength and conditioning coach does, we look for the most efficient exercises to increase strength and performance and decrease injury, right? And so I'm always looking for the most efficient exercises. There are a lot of exercises that you can do that really aren't that efficient, like jogging on a treadmill. You know, jogging on a treadmill is not as strenuous as running outside, where you actually, you know, when you're jogging on a treadmill, the ground is moving from underneath you. So you're not actually going anywhere. You're staying in the same place. So you don't, your muscles are not firing and activating the same way they activate when you run on the ground, and your feet are striking the ground and propelling you forward. Your hamstrings, your glutes, those muscles are contracting to propel your body forward. It's a different way that the muscles contract and they're engaged and are worked. So this is the reason why you don't see athletes, you don't see track athletes training on a treadmill. You don't. So I like to do a lot of exercises that are efficient. So one thing I really believe in is dances of the African diaspora. I have a video called Haitian Dance is My Yoga. And I hope that video is still up. It should be. I may have to do it again. But the dances, sorry, my camera. The dances of the African diaspora are a huge part of my recipe of efficient, strenuous exercises, because it requires that, sorry, my camera. It requires that you activate, you know, your feet, your hips, your shoulders, your head, the muscles in your neck. You know, so you have to have your consciousness in multiple parts of your body at once, and you know, be fluid and polyrhythmic, and switch directions. You have to have agility. You work with levels. So that's one reason that, you know, the dances of the African diaspora, namely Haiti, Cuba, the Congo. I've studied stuff from Puerto Rico, you know, but all of those dances, but especially some of the more strenuous ones, like from Brazil and Cuba and Haiti and stuff like that. All the shaking and everything. I also pole dance, and with the pole, you know, it increased my upper body strength more than any other. Well, my upper body strength when it comes to pull-ups and pulling myself up. All of the years that I would go to the gym and try to strengthen my back in the gym and strengthen my pull-ups, I could never do more than one on a good day until I started pole dancing, right? And I find that to be useful, because you never know in real life when you might have to pull yourself up to save your life. You never know when you may be hanging from something one day, and in order to save your life, you have to pull yourself up, right? In my list of things, you know, skating. I grew up ice skating and rollerblading in New York, Central Park. I hadn't skated since I was like 17 until I moved to Chicago. So the past couple of years, I've really been getting back on my ice skating, and I've done videos about why ice skating is such a good workout, right? It's like one of the best workouts you can do for your legs, because ice skating and rollerblading work your muscles in unique ways. Skating on the quad skates does as well, but hold on one second. Sorry. Skating on the quad skates does as well, but when you're on the blade or inline skates, it requires the muscles in your legs to stabilize even more, right? So, and it works, your inner thighs, your outer thighs. It works your hamstrings, your glutes, your quads. So, ice skating or rollerblading really works your lower body muscles, the muscles in your feet, your shins, in a very unique way. But I had never, growing up when I rollerbladed, I always did it in like a controlled environment. I go to Central Park. I never rollerbladed down the street, So now I've discovered this whole thing of urban rollerblading, which I'm such a safety person, so I'm scared of like riding bikes and skating with cars and doing dangerous things. But I had no idea that people rollerblade on like really tough surfaces, really crazy areas, and so thank goodness for YouTube. I'm a self-taught skater. I taught myself how to skate when I was a kid, never had any lessons or anything. But there's so many skills that I can learn and get better at doing. And there's so many people on YouTube giving lessons, so it's great. So my whole point to this video is that it's really important to mix up your physical activities. It's good to challenge your body, okay? So when people are always doing the same thing all the time, your body gets used to it. Sorry if it's super windy. I hope you can hear me. It's like 60 degrees outside, and this man really just came with swimming trunks out of the water in Lake Michigan. It was too cold for that. But that's the other thing. Living in, someplace with winter, if you keep it moving, like I love to ice skate. So when the winter time comes and I love to ice skate outside, I'm hot. Like it could be 12 degrees outside. If I'm ice skating, I feel hot. So I just keep it moving, right? And even I'm out here right now, it's like 60 degrees. It's a windy day. I'm right by the lake where it's a little chilly. But I'm skating. It builds up heat, right? So, but the whole point of this video is just to say that it's really important to mix up your physical skills and your workouts. Like, it's something called progressive overload, right? And this is with strength training. When you're in the gym lifting weights, you want to, in order to get stronger bones, stronger muscles, increase your lean body mass, you have to practice progressive overload, which means that as you get stronger, you increase the stimulus. As you get stronger, you lift heavier weight, right? You just can't keep it the same forever and you're getting stronger. It will do nothing for you. This is why when people do really high reps, like they're like, I'm gonna do 200 squats or 200 push-ups. That does nothing for your strength. It does nothing for increasing your lean body mass, which is your muscle in your bones, or making your bones stronger. No, okay? You need progressive overload. If you can do 200 squats or 200 push-ups, what it does, it increases your muscular endurance, but not your strength and not your lean body mass, right? So even applying that to your body in general, that you want to do different things that challenge you because your body adapts and gets used to things. So you might have, there's certain people who might feel like, oh, I'm chubby, I have extra body fat, I want to get leaner. Maybe they do African dance 3 times a week and they've been doing African dance 3 times a week since they were a kid. Now they're 35 and they're like, but you know what, your body's used to it. You've been doing that all your life. So in order for your body to change, you have to challenge your body and do something that your body's not used to doing. Being in shape is specific to a certain activity. You could be the best basketball player in the world. Does that mean if you put on skates that you can skate? You could be the best skater in the world, but if somebody throws you in the pool, can you swim? You may be a beast on the pole and be able to do all this acrobatic stuff, but can you jump high and run fast? Do you have agility? So there's different physical skills that are specific to certain things. But it's really important to switch up what you're doing and challenge yourself. And so I like to do things like, I don't believe in using the treadmill and the cardio machines in the gym. I think they're a waste of time. What I do believe in doing is doing real work. And, bike riding is good. I haven't really ridden a bike either since I was a teenager, but I really love skating because I love my feet being on the ground and I love the way that it works my legs. Like if you look at people who are speed skaters, like they have thighs and glutes and hamstrings, like you're skating fast. And so, I'm out here, practicing getting my skating skills up. sorry, getting my skating skills up. And so it's just really good. That's the whole point of this video, really, is to tell you guys that that's a fitness tip for you all today, is that you don't want to get in the routine of doing the same thing. Like in my life, I play a lot of sports. I played basketball, I ran track, I played a little bit of soccer, I played some softball, I dabbled in fencing, dabbled in tennis. I've studied many different kinds of dance, from ballet to tap to, you know, all kinds of dances from the diaspora. Pole dance, lift weights, you know. So it's important to maintain a healthy, active lifestyle, you know. It's really, really important to keep your body moving and do things that make sense. It's actually going to help you in real life. You know, skating also really helps you with your balance, having really, really good balance, having awareness. Not skating into things and people, you have to have your peripheral vision. It's the same thing sports also teaches you, you know, but your awareness, your balance, you know, all of those things. And so that's all a part of fitness. Fitness is not just about what you look like. Fitness is not just about having cut up muscles, you know. Like somebody can have cut up muscles, but do they have good balance? Do they have good agility? Are they strong? Are their muscles balanced? You know, do they have a strong back? All of those things. So I hope this video was helpful. I'm going to post this video on my YouTube page as well. Please let me know, what do you do to challenge yourself physically? What kind of things do you do? And are you thinking about doing any new activities? And what kind of things do you do and why? Because one thing I can tell you, like, not all exercise is productive. I need to make another video about that too. Not all exercise is good exercise. I do have a video called Exercise Mistakes where I kind of talk about that. But, you know, like jogging a lot, like jogging for miles, that's not good exercise. And I talk about that in my Exercise Mistakes video. I'll post it below this YouTube video. Make sure, if you're on YouTube and you don't follow me on Instagram, be sure to follow me on Instagram at The Body Scientist. And I hope this video was helpful. I hope you're inspired.